If you focus on your self-purification, if you continuously start to or improve yourself continuously, in terms of moral improvement, in terms of your spiritual improvement, people around you, all the people around you, or some of them, the important ones, the relevant ones, will either be transformed or you will be surrounded by a new set of people. One definitive way of attracting the right person in your life is to become the right person. You will be the right person and you will attract righteousness automatically. Nature will take care of the rest. Nature always takes care of the one whose conscience is clear, one way or the other. That person may not have all his or her wishes fulfilled, but plus minus, give and take, overall, they would be content. And nothing, there is no greater wealth than contentment. Maybe US dollars, but I'm joking. There is no wealth greater than contentment. Your mind can go to a million different places. But it's when you feel I am home, it's the most comforting feeling. It's what really gives you that peace. And for that, a little bit of detachment is critical. It's mandatory. Somebody asked Buddha once, it's at least attributed to him, that what is the difference between liking somebody and loving somebody? What is the difference when we say, I like somebody, or how to differentiate that? Are you attached to somebody or are you in love with that person? And Buddha said it's very simple. When you like a flower, you pluck it. When you like a flower, you pluck it. And maybe you use it as a bouquet or in one of the bouquets or as a decoration. You place it where you like it, where it enhances the beauty. When you like a flower, you pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. You nurture it because you want that flower to grow. And it gives you that joy that I am part of this flower's growth. As opposed to plucking it, and its only fate now is it's going to one day wilt. It's going to wither away. In attachment, we want to own. In love, we want to grow. In attachment, we like to dictate. But in love, we like to participate. And there is a difference between the two. The greater the number of attachments in your life, the more painful your life will become, guaranteed. If you have one giant attachment, one big pain. If you have many, many small attachments, a lot of smaller pains. If you have your heart, your mind, your energy invested in love, there may be a little pain, but it is like the pain of working out, where it strengthens you, it helps you grow, it helps you get to the next level. It's not the pain of getting run over by a bus. Different kinds, right? Life can be inconvenient for somebody who's in love, but life is not a problem for somebody who's in love. But life is always a problem for the one who is deeply attached, ignorantly, not out of love. It's natural that you care about what you love. It's natural. I think that cannot be avoided. You can't say, I love this thing, but here, chuck it. Let it break. I think that's stupidity, if anything. You care, but you don't necessarily desire or want to own that. You realize that unless I help this thing grow, this person, let's say, grow, this person will not realize his or her true potential. And as long as a person has not realized their true potential, they will be unhappy for the most part. Because everybody is working to attain their full potential, and that basically what self-realization is. You have attained your potential. Now you have discovered what you are, what you can do, what you're supposed to do, what all you can accomplish, how you can help the world and other people. The day you discover your strength, your potential, that is one of the most defining days of your life. It's that very famous story of Hanumana. When he had to go to Lanka, he didn't know he had all those powers, and Jamban reminds him, and suddenly he discovers, I can really cross the oceans. I can jump across the oceans. I can just uproot trees and do many other powerful things. Realization of who you are is the ultimate liberation. Because until that happens, we continue to hold somebody else either responsible or accountable for all that I have in my life and for all that I'm feeling in my life. But when I discover my independence, notice the word independence. There is dependence, there is interdependence, and there is independence. Dependent, I am dependent on something or somebody. Interdependence, we make each other happy. You are dependent on me, I'm dependent on you, we are dependent on other people, they are dependent on other people, and they're all dependent on us, and we are dependent on each other. Which Buddha called interconnected. This is what he called samsara. Everything is interconnected. What I do, what I say has an impact. What other people say or do has an impact on me. So there is dependence, there is interdependence. And then we say, I want to be independent. See how this word begins with in? When I'm dependent on what's inside me, I'm independent. When I'm no longer dependent on what's outside me, when I realize all that I feel is a result of what I feel inside me, all feelings are inside. And how to delve in and how to tap into that independence is my personal responsibility. It's my business. Only I can take care of it. This disciple went to his guru once and said, I don't know how to calm my mind down. What should I do? Guru said, look, don't bug me with all these questions. I've heard it a million times. I'm very busy right now. Go check with your guru, with your god brother, with your guru bhai. He says, okay. He goes to another senior most disciple in the monastery. He says, oh, brother, my mind, it really drives me nuts. What do I do? How do I calm it down? He said, look, I have to cook a meal for the master, okay? I really don't have time for all this. Why don't you go check with somebody else? There are so many monks here, somebody will be able to answer this. He went to another one. He said, my mind is not calm at all. What do I do? How do I calm it down? He said, listen, I have to answer hotline queries, okay? I don't have time for you. You go to somebody else. There's a library. Why don't you go? There's some reading session going on. Go sit in there. And you will have your answer. And the poor fellow checks with everybody he possibly can, but nobody gives him any reasonable answer. Very heartbroken, crestfallen, he goes back to his master and says, Master, this is a worthless place, to be honest with you. All I wanted to know was how to calm my mind down, and nobody has offered me any answer, including yourself. And the master said, you ignorant fool. That's how good masters talk, by the way. You ignorant fool. Everybody has been giving you an answer only if you cared to understand it. Everybody offered you an answer, only that you didn't understand it. It's a Zen koan, which means you're supposed to reflect on it and the meaning shines forth. But essentially, one of the meanings that could be drawn from this is it's the chattering of the mind. We don't have to pay attention to it. Mind is like a toddler constantly asking questions. Are we home yet? Are we home yet? When are we going to get home? Doesn't mean you have to answer that question. It's how you train is how it will treat you. That training of the mind is what Krishna talked about when he says, one way to train is start to practice and master the art of concentration. And not just analytical concentration, as I've spoken, for example, a chess player, or absorptive concentration, like you're watching a movie where you're absorbed. But we are here talking about one-pointed concentration, where you are training your mind to go down the route you want it to go down, where you realize that there are other thoughts from here, there, and everywhere. I don't have to listen to those thoughts. That I have to gently draw my attention back. As I do that, I am bound to gain inner strength. Inner strength is the number one requirement for independence. If I'm weak inside, I cannot be independent. Just like for outer independence as well. When we say you've got to be financially independent, you've got to have some form of skill or asset with you based on which you can live by. Similarly, for inner dependence or independence in the truest sense, you've got to have some form of asset in your conscience and consciousness. When we do good, when we act kind, they all boost our net worth of the conscience. And when I'm focused, when I am sincere in what I do, it elevates my consciousness. And if my conscience and consciousness are aligned, I will be by default cautious about all things I should avoid. And if with caution, with the right conscience, and with consciousness, if I walk any path, the product invariably is going to be superconsciousness. That's the recipe. If you're a good cook, you can bake it well. But one of the methods of training the mind is to practice one-pointed concentration. In other words, to do concentrative meditation. And other ways are, as I said, to be kind, be compassionate, and to continuously purify yourself. The more you purify yourself, the more you realize you are okay. You are sufficient. You are adequate. And that to feel these things, that I'm happy, I'm adequate, I'm sufficient, it's good if you are surrounded by nice people, but it's not the end of the world if you are not. That if I purify my energy, the people around me will filter automatically. Take my word for it. If you focus on your self-purification, if you continuously start to or improve yourself continuously, in terms of moral improvement, in terms of your spiritual improvement, people around you, all the people around you, or some of them, the important ones, the relevant ones, will either be transformed or you will be surrounded by a new set of people. One definitive way of attracting the right person in your life is to become the right person. You will be the right person and you will attract righteousness automatically. Nature will take care of the rest. Nature always takes care of the one whose conscience is clear. One way or the other. That person may not have all his or her wishes fulfilled, but plus minus, give and take, overall, they would be content. And there is no greater wealth than contentment. Maybe US dollars, but I'm joking. There is no wealth greater than contentment.